Hi there, my name is Bowie. I use they, them pronouns. Welcome to your training session. This session is going to be a basic beginner's kettlebell session. So if you have a kettlebell, this is the session for you. We're going to work through some different movements that are really safe to help you begin practicing with your kettlebell. Yes. You can rest as you need through the session. Feel good about moving in the ways that feel good for you. You don't have to do as many repetitions as I do of things. Work with where you're at. You know your body best, and really feel good about that you have full control of when you do and don't do things during this session. I want to acknowledge the original custodians of this land on which this video is being recorded and pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. This video is brought to you by Proud to Play. We're going to begin with a warm-up, yes, before we get moving. So we're going to start standing, and we're going to start with some mobility, joint mobility stuff to help get us all nice and limber. And we're going to begin with our necks. So you're going to stand, feet somewhere around hip width, arms relaxed by your side. And you're going to take one ear and you're going to tilt it down towards your shoulder. And you're going to swap sides, do the same thing on opposite side. And just gently alternating left and right, keeping those shoulders down. And just getting to wherever it is that you can get to. That's it. There's no particular point you're supposed to reach here, just wherever it is that you are at. Yes. Nice. I'm going to do one more each side. Amazing. Coming back to the center, we're going to take our chin, we're going to point it up towards the roof, then curl it down towards our collarbones. Doesn't matter if it reaches a collarbone, just in that direction. Again, keeping your arms nice and relaxed by your sides. Nice and slow. That's it, one more up, one more down. Perfect. Coming back to center. Now we're going to take our chin and reach it towards our shoulder. Keeping your shoulders down and back, your shoulder does not come forward. Just looking to one side, then the other. Keeping your chin parallel to the floor as possible, or as much as you can. Just taking your time nice and slow. Again, not a specific point that you're supposed to be reaching here, just wherever it is that you can get to. It's perfect. That's it. I'm going to do one more each side. Amazing. Coming back to the starting point. I'm going to take one arm, keep it nice and straight. We're going to circle it up, past our ear, back, down and around. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Not swinging this, we are reaching it back, down and around. That's it. Allowing a little rotation at the hips is fine as well. That's it. And let's circle it forwards. Exactly the same. Just taking your time here. That's it. Let's do two more. And we're going to swap sides. Amazing. Doing exactly the same thing. Circling backwards on the other side. Again, controlling that circle the whole time. We're not swinging at any point. It's not about going fast. That's it. And let's go forwards with that circle. Clicks and pops are okay, as long as it's not painful. That's it. One more. Amazing. We're going to tuck our elbows to our sides now, bring our palms up to face us, and then we're going to circle them towards ourselves. Getting a range as big as you can here with these circles, like your hands are trying to make as big of a circle as possible. And let's go back the other way. That's it. Perfect. Shaking out, hands come to hips. We're going to bring our feet hip width or a little bit wider. Find that spot that's comfortable for you. It could be different than where it is for me. That's okay. Pushing hips forward then as far as you can. Really be mindful of that. You want to really reach forward with your hips, then push them around to the side while keeping them reach forward. Reaching as far as you can to the side, poking your butt right out at the back, keeping that circle going, keeping those hips reaching out in every direction as you do this. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. That's it. Doing well. Yes, one more, and we're going to reverse directions. Let's take it back the other way. That's it. Making sure your chest stays up, and it's not doing the moving, it's your hips that are doing the moving here. Amazing. Coming back to just standing, we're going to bring our feet much closer together. They can be touching if you like. Hands are going to come just to rest on the tops of your knees. Gentle dip on your knees. We're not resting our body weight here though. We're just giving our hands a job and doing some nice controlled knee circles. That's it. Let's go back the other way. Amazing. Coming back to standing. We're going to go onto one foot now, so if you need something to balance here, feel really good about that. When you're holding, back of a chair, couch, bench, whatever. Feeling good about lifting that foot. We're going to circle 10 inward circles. And then 10 outward circles. That's it, and we're going to swap sides and do exactly the same thing. Doing as best of a circle as you can. Might be a little bit square or D-shaped or whatever. That's all good. Don't worry about that. Let's reverse it. Amazing. Feet are going to come to somewhere hip width, a bit wider than hip width. Don't go hip width. A bit wider than hip width. Toes slightly outwards. Find the position that works for you. It might be wider than this. That is okay. Tuck the elbows, bring your hands in front of your chest, and we're going to do 10 squats. So reaching the hips back, bending the knees, coming down just as low as you can. Does not have to be as low as I am. Just wherever you are at, it's perfect. Nice and slow, nice and controlled here. Lowering yourself down too. Don't let gravity pull you down. It'll want to, and it'll be easy. Don't do that. Do your best to really control that lowering. Keep it nice and slow. Get all those muscles in our legs warmed up and working. That's it. Let's do 2 more. Alrighty, last one. Amazing. Coming to standing. We're going to bring our feet even wider again, wider than our shoulders. Again, hands in front of chest. This time we're going to shift our weight to one side, and as we do, we're going to let the toes in our opposite foot just lift up. And we're going to sink ourselves down. So poke your butt back a little bit, come back and swap sides. So just a nice, gentle back and forth here, getting to wherever it is that you can get. You feel a real big stretch up the insides of your legs here. That's totally okay. That's where we want to be feeling it. So just keep it slow, keep it controlled. Let's do 1 more each side. Amazing. Coming back up. We're going to keep this warm-up going down on the floor, so I'll see you there in just a moment. Here we are, friend, on the floor to finish up our warm-up. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. Hands are going to be somewhere around eye level underneath you, so reached forward a bit past your shoulders. Knees are going to be under your hips. You're going to curl your toes under. Pressing down through your toes, you're going to lift your knees up, poke your hips back and up towards the roof. Yes, pressing your chest down towards your toes, and feel good about having a little bit of a bend in your knees if you like there as well. Then you're going to shift your weight forward over your hands and lower your hips down towards the ground. It's okay if you rest your knees on the floor here. Feel good about that, or you can hover them. Totally your call. Now, two options here to come back up to the top. You can either put your knees down, sit back onto your knees, reach your hips up again, pushing up, coming back into this down dog position, and again coming forward. Or your second option here, from this position, you can simply reach your hips straight back if you like, up to the roof again. But find what works for you with where you're at and feel really good about that. Neither one of these options for pressing back up into down dog is better than the other. They're both just two good options to make this a bit of an easier move. That's it, we're going to keep it going nice and slow, nice and controlled here. Holding that top and bottom position for as long as you feel good about. If you're feeling like this is an exceptionally nice stretch, maybe through the backs of your legs, across your backs of your shoulders or whatever, feel really good about taking that moment. Enjoy it. That's it. We're going to do one more up, one more down. And coming forwards. I guess come down, knees to floor. Perfect. We're going to take our hands, face them towards the floor, and then turn our fingers outwards and around back towards our knees, getting just to wherever you can get to, then bringing your palms flat to the floor. Bring your fingertips as close to your knees as you like, sitting back down towards your heels, but only so far as your palms stay flat on the floor. That's what counts here. It's the only thing that matters. So have your hands as close to your knees as you like, and you're going to get a big stretch down that inside of your forearm. Just holding here, breathing through. If you're finding it's a bit too uncomfortable, shifting your hips away from your heels will take some of that pressure off, but still allow the stretch there. So really manage wherever you're at, because we can get particularly tight through our forearms, particularly if we don't do these types of movements very often. That's it. Sitting back onto our heels, lifting our hands up off the ground, we're going to flip them over. So backs of the hands come to the floor. Fingertips again face the knees. And creep your hands away from your knees as far as you need. Get a big stretch down the outside of your arms now. This one can give some funny sensations through your palms. It may be tingly or like a zingy feeling. That's okay. I know it might feel weird if you're experiencing that, but it's not bad. It's just nerve sensations. Sometimes movements like this can kind of give our nerve casings a stretch. It causes some interesting sensations. So don't worry too much if perhaps you're in this position and your palms or your fingers feel a bit tingly. It's okay. That's it. I'm going to finish off palms flat on the floor again. You're going to come up a little bit more onto your hands. You can even shift your knees back to under your hips if you like. Palms flat, fingers are going to stay glued to the floor, and we're just going to raise our palms up. Keep those fingers down. It's going to be a bit more challenging, and it might feel quite tight through your fingers as you raise your palms up. That's okay. And feel good about having a little bit of body weight over your hands. Not a lot. You want to be able to pretty smoothly lift your palms up. But this is just asking our wrist muscles to do a little bit of work that maybe they haven't done before. That's it. Let's do one more. Amazing. Alrighty, friend, I hope you're warmed up. We are going to jump straight into our first round. So have a sip of water, have a breather. Be back in just a moment. Here we are, friend, our first round. We have 3 exercises to work through. We're going to be using a kettlebell. If you don't have a kettlebell and you have a dumbbell, this could work for 2 of the movements, but not the third. So feel free to work through the first 2 movements without a kettlebell if you like. First movement is going to be a squat, then we're going to do a deadlift, and then we're going to learn one of the building blocks for a kettlebell swing. Now, a goblet squat will require us to take the bell. We're going to pick it up. So come to stand above the bell. We're going to bend down, bending the knees, pressing the hips back, standing up with it, bringing it to our hips, And then just shifting our hands here to either side. Curling it up to chest height. From here, we're going to bring our feet to a bit wider than hip width apart. Toes slightly outwards. This position may be different for you. It could be wider. That's okay. Work with where you're at. We're going to keep the bell close to our chest. We're going to do 10 squats. Now you don't have to do 10. Start by going to 6 and see how you feel, and then building from there. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to press the hips back. Sit down nice and low, or as low as you can. Standing back up nice and smooth. The knees and hips move as 1. All moving at the same time. 2. 3. 4. 5, it's halfway. And 6, if you need to check where you're at here, it's okay to stop. If you want to keep going, we're going to keep going. We're going for 10. So that's 7. It's 8. 2 more. It's 9. Last one. 10. Curling the bell down. Shifting our hands to the top. Bringing it down to the floor. Have a sip of water, have a breather at any point here if you like. Feel really good about that. The next movement is a deadlift. So we're going to take the bell and you're going to cut your foot in half. So really the highest point of your foot here, this midway point where it kind of is that peak, that's where we want the handle to line up with. Feet are under the hips. We're going to dip our knees. Reach our hips back here. Feel good about bending your knees. Really sitting back with your hip, poke that butt out further than what feels good. Come down to the bell. It's okay to look down. Arms are nice and straight. Back is nice and straight here. We want to make sure that we're not rounding at the shoulders. Slowly standing up. Now we're going to go for 10 deadlifts. Rest as you need. Again, get to 6. If you want to stop, stop. If you want to go to 10 with me, awesome. All right, here we go. Dipping the knees, reaching the hips back. Just bringing your wrists to just below knee height is fine here. Standing back up, nice and tall at the top. It's 2. 3. It's 4. It's 5. As you reach your hips back, you want to feel a little bit of a stretch through the back of the legs. That's how you know you're reaching your hips back. That's 6. If you need to stop there, stop there. Otherwise, we're moving through. That's 7. It's 8. 9. One more. 10. Bell comes down to the floor. Now this last movement can only be done with a kettlebell. So we're going to deadlift the bell like we just did up to in front of our hips. Then we're going to take a step wider. We're going to bring our feet to wider than hips. Toes pointed slightly outwards. We're going to dip at the knees, reach our hips back until the bell is kind of swinging or dangling in front of us. From here, keeping your hips low, your shoulders high, we're going to push the bell back between our legs and then let it swing forward. Push it back nice and strong. That's it. It's 5. 6, we're going for 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend your knees and let the bell just plop down to the floor. That is one time through. We're going to work through it 2 more times. Have a sip of water, have a breather as you need. And when you're ready, we're going to come back in and we'll start again from the top with our goblet squats. So we set ourselves up, reaching down, bringing it to hips, shifting our hands, and then curling to position. Feet come to, it's wider than hips, wherever works for you. A little bit different, it's okay. And let's go. Bend the knees, reach the butt back. 1. It's 2. This is 3. 4. It's 5. 6. Almost there. 7. It's 8. 2 more. 9. Alrighty, last one. 10. Nice. If you like, you can bring it down, bring your feet together, and we go straight into a deadlift here. Feet come to under hips. Dip the knees, reach them back, wrists come to just below knee height. 1. Standing up nice and tall at the top. 2. 3. Doing well, keep it nice and smooth. We're not rushing this up or down. This is 4. 5. 6. This is 7. Slow and steady here. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. And 10. Nice. You put the bell down if you like, or we can go straight into a pendulum swing to finish it off. Rest as you need. You don't have to work through them all continuously like this. Feet are just wider than hips. Toes slightly outwards. Dip the knees. Bring that bell down to in front. Pushing it back nice and strong. Letting it swing forward by itself. Keeping your shoulders nice and controlled. Nice and high. That's it. Let's go 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees. Plop that bell down. One more time to get through. Again, catch your breath, have a sip of water, rest anytime you need. You don't have to continually work through. Really find that pace that works for you. When you're ready, back at the top with our goblet squats. So we pick the bell up nice and safe, shift our hands, grip that bell. We curl it to the chest, feet wider than hips, toes slightly outwards. Let's go for 10. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5. 6. Stop here if you need, otherwise we keep going. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Again, we can bring that bell down to in front of our hips. Feet come under our hips. And we go straight into our deadlifts. Dip the knees, reach the hips back. Wrists come to just below the knees. 1. 2. That's it. 3. 4. This is 5. Nice. Keep it going. 6. It's a point if you want to stop here. Stop here, it's okay. Otherwise we keep on going. 7. All the way up to 10. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Nice. Finishing off with our pendulum swings. Bell can come down at this point, or we set our posture up. Straight into our swings. Dip the knees, reach hips back, bell comes down, pushing back nice and strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees, plop that bell down. Yes. Round 1 done. Well done, friend. However you work through this, have a sip of water, have a breather. Be back with round 2 in just a moment. Here we are for our second round. We have 3 new exercises to work through with our kettlebells. First exercise is going to be a press, then we're going to do a curl, and then a bent row. So feel good about resting as you need. You don't have to do the reps that I'm doing. Do what feels good for you. Again, build up, get to 6, see how you're feeling, and then continue to 10 only if you're feeling good about it. Now let's start with our press. It's going to be a 2-hand press here. So we're going to deadlift that bell up to waist height, shift our hands like we did for the goblet squat, and curl the bell to chest height here. Feet can be wherever you like them. Find that position that's comfortable for you. And all we're going to do is press the bell straight up overhead, arms getting to wherever they can get to, coming back down. And I'm going to do 10 like this. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Watch you don't donk yourself on the head on the way back down, but you'll only do it probably once and then avoid it because it hurts. That's about 5. We'll do another 5 if you can, otherwise this is 6. And feel good about stopping here if you like. 7, 8, 2 more. 9, last one, 10. Nice. Bring that bell down. It can just sit in front of your hips here. And we're going to keep the elbows tucked close. Bring the handle to chin and back down. Just 10 curls, like that. 2, again, stopping at 6 if you like. 3. But do what feels good for you. It's 4. 5, keep your shoulders down. You don't want them to shrug up here. This is 6. 7. 8. 2 more. This is 9. Last one. 10. Nice. Shifting your hands to the top of the bell, bending your knees, bring it down to the floor. We're going to go to our bent row. Here's another bell like we had earlier. You're going to take your bell, it's going to start on the floor. One foot's going to be step forward, one foot step back, and feel good about stepping it sideways, so you're in like a T stance here. Your front leg, you're going to take the same side hand and feel really good about leaning all that weight on here. Reaching down with the opposite hand. We're going to lift the bell, and your hands are going to be around level. Keeping your chest nice and low. Just going to pull our wrist up to our ribs, lower back down, nice and slow, nice and controlled. Eyes are probably 1.5 foot lengths looking on the floor in front of you, keeping a nice straight neck. It's 3, 4, it's 5, 6, stop here if you like. Otherwise we're keeping on going, keeping our chest nice and low. 7, keeping that weight on the knee hand. 8, 2 more. 9, last one. 10, bell comes to floor, and we're swapping sides. We're doing exactly the same thing. Nice wide stance, opposite hand comes to the knee. Again, that T stance, reaching down, bring the bell to knee height, and we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 10, bring the bell down. Amazing. Now we're going to start from the top again. If you feel like you need to have a breather, sip of water, feel good about that. When you're ready, working through our second round. Again, safely lifting the bell, shifting the hands, curling it up to chest height for our presses. 6 to 10 presses, wherever you're at, all good. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. Stop here if you like. We'll keep on going to 10 otherwise, or anywhere in between. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. We can bring that bell down straight to the front of the hips if you want to go straight in your curls. Otherwise, stop and have a breather. It's all good. Let's go 10 curls. Till elbows stay close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stopping here if you like. 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Bell comes down. Beautiful. Bent rows. Foot starts standing next to that bell. Back foot goes right back into that nice stable T stance. Same side hand as front leg, comes to the knee. Reaching down, we pick that bell up. We're going for 10, up to 10, anywhere between 6 and 10 is fine. Wrist comes to ribs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Bell comes down. Swapping sides. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and slow, nice and steady. 5. This makes 6. Stopping here if you like. 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Amazing. Whew. Well done. One more time to get through. Resting as you need. Feeling good about catching your breath there. Have a sip of water when you're ready. Last time through, starting with our 2-hand overhead presses. So we bring the bell safely to waist height. Adjust it in our hands. Curl it up to chest. We're going for 10 presses. 1, 2, control that lowering phase. 3, we don't want it to drop. 4, 5, 6 now, stopping here if you like. 7, 8, 9, last one. 10, beautiful. Down to waist height, elbows tuck in, going straight into those curls, or giving yourself a breather if you like. And when you're ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. 6, stopping here if you like. 7, 8, 2 more. 9, last one. And 10. Bell comes safely to the floor. Finishing off with our bent rows. So stay starting on that same starting side. Nice big wide split stance. Same side hand on the front knee. Let's go 6 to 10. Bringing your wrist up to your ribs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stopping there if you like. 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Swapping sides. Resting as you need. Feel good about having a breather before you swap if you like. And going again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stopping there if you're good about it. 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Plop. Well done, friend. That is a second round down. Have a breather, have a sip of water. Have just one more round to get through. I'll see you back in just a moment. Here we are, friend. Third round, 3 new exercises and our last round of the session. We're going to start on the floor with a laying leg tuck. So you're going to want to pop your kettlebell down on the ground. We're going to lay down just in front of it, but far enough away that you need to reach your arms straight out to get it. So you want it arms distance above your head and your legs straight out past you, so you're laying nice and long. Holding that kettlebell by the handle there, nice and firm. You can have your legs together. We're just going to tuck our knees up towards our chest and then straighten our legs back out. You can hover your heels or you can rest your legs back down. Doesn't matter, whatever works for you. We're going to go to 10, but if you want to stop at 6, feel good about that. Just reaching your legs out, tucking them up. That's it. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. It's 5, 6, that's it. Stopping there if you like. 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Amazing. Relaxing legs down, letting go of your bell. Coming to standing, we're going to either use the same bell, or if you happen to have a second one, feel good about using that. Our next movement is going to be a side bend. So you're going to start with the bell just beside one foot. Doesn't matter which side, because we're going to do both. You're going to dip your knees down, lift that bell up just with one hand there if you like, or in front of you with two hands and then shift it to one. Doesn't matter. Feet are under hips, standing up nice and tall. We're just going to let that bell sink down gently to one side, straightening back up. Just tilting down as low as you feel good about there, wherever that is. That's it. This is 5. This is 6. So stopping here if you like. Otherwise we're going to 10 or somewhere in between. 7. It's 8. 9. One more. 10. Swapping sides. Doing exactly the same thing. Opposite side. 1. 2. It's not about how low you get here. So 3. Just work with where you're at. It's 4. 5. Nice and slow, nice and controlled with that lowering. 6. Stopping there if you like. 7. 8. 9. One more. And 10. Bring the bell around in front of you now. You can put it down if you want to have a breather, or bring it into your hands, cupping your hands underneath and just holding the bell in front of you. Feet are going to come to under the hips here. And what we're going to do is tuck our chin towards our collarbone and then roll our shoulders, roll our spines, and roll everything downwards, lowering that bell down. Getting just as low as what feels good for you. And then we're going to roll back up. 1. We're going to do 5 of these. Tucking the chin, rolling everything down. 2. Just getting to wherever it is that you can get to. Rolling back up. Unrolling your chin is the last thing, standing up nice and tall. This is 3. Making sure you have that roll nice and smooth. 4. This is the last one. That's about 5. It's all good. Hands come to top of the bell. I'm just going to bring it down to the floor. So there are our 3 movements. We're going to work through this 2 more times. So when you're ready, after you've had a breather if you like, coming back down to the floor for our laying leg tucks again, making sure the bell is an arm's length up in front of you. When you're ready, going for anywhere from 6 up to 10. Hovering your heels only if you feel like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. This is 6. Stopping there if you like, otherwise we're going up to 10, 7. This is 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. And 10. Nice. Popping it up. Again, resting as you need. When you're ready, popping it up for our side bends. Again, lifting the bell either from one side or in front of your feet, whatever feels good for you. And we're going for anywhere from 6 to 10 side bends. So here we go. 1. It's reaching down as low as you feel good about. 2, 3, 4, 5, this is 6. So stopping here if you like. 7, 8, 2 more. 9, last one. 10, swapping sides or having a rest, whatever works. When you're ready, opposite side. 1, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, last one. 10. Bell comes to either the floor if you want to rest, or in front of our hands for our 5 Jefferson curls. Tucking the chin, then everything rolls forwards, rolling our way down. That's it, just taking our time here. 1, rolling back up, everything unrolls the way it rolled down. Last thing to unroll is the chin, looking up, standing nice and tall. Let's go. 2. That's it. This is 3, halfway. 2 more. 4. 5. That's it. Taking the handle, bring the bell down. We have one more time to get through. Yes. Catching your breath, having a sip of water if you like. And then when you're ready, we are on to our last time through. Making sure arms are reached out nice and tall above us. We have our 6 to 10 leg tucks, whatever works for you. When you're ready, let's go. This is 1, 2, controlling that extension of the legs. 3, try not to let them just shoot out or drop down. As much control as you can. 4. And whatever that looks like, it doesn't have to look like how it does for me. It's 5. This is number 6, stopping here if you like. Otherwise, keeping on going. This is 7. 8. 9. 1 more. 10. Resting legs down, yes. Well done. Coming up onto our side bends last time through. Setting ourselves up. Always lifting the bell nice and safe. Up to our side, or starting with it in front, lifting with 2 hands. Whatever works for you. Here we go, 6 to 10 side bends. 1, getting as low as what you feel, wherever that is. It's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Stopping there if you like. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Swapping sides, and here we go. Again, building to 6 and then seeing where you're at. 1. 2. 3. 4, 5. This is 6. So feel good about stopping there if you like. 7. It's 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Finishing off with our 5 Jefferson curls. Yes. Either putting the bell down, having a breather, or bringing it straight into your hands. Feet under hips. Tucking the chin, rolling our way down. Let's go. Reaching down. 1. Rolling back up. This is 2. Making sure we get this roll happening. That's it. Here we are for 3. Two more. Keep it nice and slow. It's number 4. Last one. Nice. Bring the bell down. Yes. Give yourself a high five, friend. That was amazing. We are done. Have a sip of water, have a breather. Hope you enjoyed the session. I hope you learned maybe some new things or just challenge yourself a little, maybe worked with a kettlebell for the first time and feel good about that. They're not as scary as what you may think. Well done, friend. So I hope that you can join me next session. And until then, have a rad as day.